Dead Space is on its way to the PS5. With so many horror games recently being released and scaring the hell out of me, let's find out what makes Dead Space a must-play game for the PS5. Love Gaming Retro is back, guys, with another 5 things you need to know episode, and today let's go through what these 5 things are for Dead Space Remake. Unless you're too scared, it's time to hide behind your blanket. Oh, and don't go anywhere. At the end of the video we will be finding out about an interesting freebie that could be yours, which will give you a longer Dead Space gaming experience. Really? Moving on to number 5. Just in case you are unaware of the story of Dead Space, even from the original if you never played it, you actually play as Isaac Clarke, an engineer who is forced aboard the Ishimura to repair the ship, locate his missing partner, and save his crew before it's too late. Isaac isn't equipped to deal with the escalating terrors of the ship, and has to gather any weapons and resources that he can to survive, as it quickly becomes clear that things are very wrong on the ship, with hideous necromorphs taking control of it and roaming its corridors and bays.
Staying clear. Crap, we came down hard.
Not a great start to our repair mission.
Pulse rifles?
Moving on to number 4. The gameplay is where things get very interesting for this remake. We know that EA Motive is building the game from the ground up. It's a total remake, not a remaster or port, so they're starting from scratch. That means that while the main elements of Dead Space's gameplay will presumably remain similar, there's the scope for plenty of change. The game will be entirely remade in the Frostbite engine like most of EA's major titles now, and the developers clarified some of how going next gen only is going to impact the game too. For one thing, 3D audio will make it sound even more harrowing and scary, with pinpoint echoes and clatters keeping players unnerved. It's pretty clear that at this stage, playing Dead Space with a headset on is going to be an extraordinarily stressful experience. The core combat of the game, which sees players carefully dismember the necromorphs staggering at them using cutters and lasers. It sounds like this is going to be slightly iterated on to make it gorier and even more modular.
Take it easy. Daniels, get those elevators running.
There's something in here with us.
Up there! Ken! No! Daniels, get the doors open!
Moving on to number 3. Is this a completely new remake or just a remaster? We're going to get whole new sequences with the zero gravity elements that make Dead Space 2 so special, getting more of an airing in this remake as well, and letting players move around in zero gravity with more freedom. The game is simply going to look far more impressive than the original ever did, with lighting and volumetric effects. Assets, character models and environments are all being redesigned for the upcoming game. It definitely seems like everything from the ship to Isaac's armor is getting an upgrade. Guys and girls, let's take a break with a nice cup of coffee, which helps me stay energized to continue making YouTube videos weekly and becoming a full-time YouTuber so I can keep making amazing videos for you. With that, to support this channel, help and buy me a coffee with the link in the description. It will go a long way. Moving on to number 2. While the story may be similar, the setting may not be so familiar. And one of the biggest changes coming to the Dead Space remake is related to the protagonist Isaac Clarke. While Isaac Clarke never had a voice in the original Dead Space game, the voice came after in Dead Space 2 and 3, therefore it will be nice to see the remake actually getting his voice back.
Hi, I'm Gunnar Wright, and I'm excited to announce that I'm reprising my role as Isaac Clarke for the remake of Dead Space 1. I want to thank all of you for allowing me to give Isaac a voice. I can't wait to suit up, throw that rig on, and do my best to try to keep Isaac alive, although I've got a feeling some of you might try to keep me from doing that.
This game will also make use of the newer console's super quick SSDs to ensure that there are no loading screens whatsoever throughout Dead Space, letting you play the whole thing through without any interruptions, if you've got the stamina, of course. Don't forget to subscribe, like and comment if you love reviews, news, as it will continue helping this channel grow. Moving on to number 1. In regards to the release information, this game is coming out in a few weeks time, and it's coming on the 23rd of January. And again, something that you've probably learnt that I love already is that this game is only going to be a current gen game release. Now, if you want to get an even more of a Dead Space experience and own a Steam and wish to pre-order this game, you will also get Dead Space 2 completely free. I kinda wish this was a pre-order option for the PS5 also. So do you think this will be the number 1 horror game of all time, or do you think this remake will be that much better than the original? Leave your comments below. Let's move on to comment of the day from Devil in Black, who said, "Wow, I'm loving this channel, so good, keep up the content." Thanks Devil in Black, really appreciate the comments and I'm glad you're enjoying the channel. More videos will be coming on a weekly basis for you and all to enjoy. That's all from me, subscribe and stay tuned as I will be discussing another similar topic next week. Stay with Love Gaming Retro for much more reviews and news, all for you.